Hey guys, it's Randy here in Campbell's shop today. Should say tonight. It's getting late. It's Friday night. I'm just heading home. I just wanted to give a quick update on how we're making out with Betty, 46 Olds. Bang. Well, here, rather than me talking, it's easier for me to just show you. I'm just going to flip you. Okay. You can see a big empty hole. Where that did reside for the last 77 years, it's time for a change. We started getting everything cleaned up. We still got those pans there to come out. I've got a block and bell housing already bolted together. I got to bring my transmission in next week. Bolt it together, hang it here on the chain and get everything where we want it, and weld in the motor mounts for the small block that's going in here. It's a 383, pretty healthy. Should wake this old girl up pretty good. Hood's off, lots of room there. We're going to clean everything up and coat it with some rust encapsulator or POR 15, not sponsored, or one of those products, on the frame rails at least, and the cross member, anything that's rusty. Now the inner fender wells still have paint on them. They're just really, really dirty. Firewall still has paint. We might try and clean it up. I might spray the firewall actual paint, because I think she's going to go black. I still haven't 100% decided. The kids named it Betty, and because she's been black, it's been, of course, like the old Ram Jam song, Black Betty. And then the old, what is it, Sawyer Brown, Betty's Being Bad. So we may still go back to the original color, the burgundy. I like it. Although the flat black, or satin black on this thing where the body is really rough, maybe we'll leave it that for now. Maybe I won't touch the firewall. I don't know. I'm making this stuff up as I go. I am going to put modern brakes on it, so that where the tag is will probably have to move. There's a same spot over there. I might just put it over on the passenger side just to get out of the way. Put the master cylinder there. So that's up front. Around back, where did I put it? Oh, we got the gas tank out as well. Looks pretty good sitting there, doesn't it? I don't know if it's the original one, but it seemed, well, if you look at it from way back there, it looks pretty good. Closer you get, oh, we're getting way too close here. Zoom back out. When you get real close to it, oops, might not hold fuel. When I looked up under the car, you can still see some of the stuff hanging from spots. This thing was right completely full of, I think, all the padding out of the seats. They got it from somewhere, but it wasn't just a mouse house. It was like the mouse high-rise condominium deluxe apartment. So anyway, we'll probably either go with a fuel cell, or I might just put a new gas tank under in the stock spot. I haven't decided yet. Depends on what's cheapest. I have an old fuel cell at home right now. It's not going to cost me a dime, which free is, or already paid for, is a good price. What else have we got going on? Oh, come on back up front. Love that Aero Coupe roof line. Beautiful. The inside, actually, I gotta go around the other side. This is just going to be a quick and short video. Right here, lots and lots of goodies. Oh. I can tear the bag open. You get an idea of what's going under the rear end. Oh, balloons. Oh yeah, gotta have some balloons. Make it a party favorite. It's a complete 4-link setup. It's just a weld-in system with the bags. It actually was pretty cheap. I forget the name of the outfit I bought it from right now. If I think of it after, I'll add it in here. The whole kit with the bags included was only, in Canadian funds, it was like less than $350. Couldn't go wrong for that. The bags themselves are worth probably a couple hundred or close to it. Everything's already cut and bent, and it's all just a weld-on system. Now we have also, this is more an update of what we're gonna do as far as, more so than what we have done. In here, whole bunch of parts there. Our motor mounts, you know, bolts to the engine, welds to the frame. Pretty straightforward. I got wheel bearings and everything in there, some brake parts. The good part right here is complete wiring harness. Everything. It includes a new fuse box. Every wire is labeled. It has a headlight switch, a dimmer switch already comes with it. Extra wires, GM plug-in for the steering column. Pretty good kit. And it, again, it was an eBay purchase. What's the name on it? They didn't put their name on it. Oh no, Speedway Motors Inc. right there. Really close, blurry. Speedway Motors. I bought this on eBay. It was 195 bucks. I figured for that much I couldn't go wrong. I'm just trying to read the name on the shipping label. Anyway, it was an eBay purchase, but it's labeled on the instructions there, Speedway Motors. So that'll make a lot of things a lot easier, because we're going to go all 12 volt and have wiring that's not going to catch on fire. Hate to do all this work and then the thing burn itself down. Right there was a freebie. A friend of mine had it sitting in his backyard for quite a while. It's an S10. He said it had a 12 bolt in it and a T5, which, wow, that's perfect. The T5 especially, because that's what I like to put in this. Measured the rear end. It's like 11 inches too narrow. Not usable for me. Crawled underneath. It's an NV3500. It's not the T5. And I've been going back and forth in my head whether or not to use it or not. My thought is, jump back in. My thought on that is probably not use the NV3500, because the darn thing is a mile long. So I've got a Borg-Warner T10 sitting on the floor in the shop at home. Thoughts are just grab it, put it in here, roughly the same length as the T5. I don't know, I'd have to actually double check the measurements, but I think it's pretty close. And put it in, because if I have to get a drive shaft made, I only want to have to do it once. So I don't want to put this great big long transmission. I think I looked it up. It says it's 42 inches long. That's huge. I know when I looked, the bell housing, like, it was enormous. I knew immediately it wasn't a T5. So I think I'm going to put the 4-speed in it. I'm going to lose having the overdrive, which I was really hoping to have, get the RPMs down a little bit when I'm on the highway, but oh well, if you can't drive it just because of a few hundred RPM, you shouldn't get into the hobby. I just like to be able to save a little bit of fuel, because that stuff's expensive. Anyway, so next week we're going to bring in that T10, bolt it to the flywheel. It's over here behind my toolbox. Let me just real quick. This video is starting to get longer than I had meant it to be. So I got a bare block with a steel bell housing bolted to it. I wanted the steel one, even though it's out of date and not certified, it's still better than an aluminum one will. And since the small block that's going in it makes in the neighborhood of 550 horsepower, and we're going to drag race it with a clutch, I just want that little margin of safety. I think that's about it for tonight. I'm going to head home. She's coming along. Next week we'll get that in, get those motor mounts welded in. I hope to have this thing running before the end of February. Get it in, get it running, and then we'll tackle the rear end. I'm only going to tear apart one section at a time so that we don't get it so far apart we can't get it back together. There's a couple of events that I want to do with the car this summer. There is the Northeast Vintage Drags at Oxford Plains Speedway in Memorial Day weekend, whatever that falls on this year. I might take it the week before. There's the opening day at Miramichi Dragway. I might go up there and test and tune the car, or I might go to Winterport Speedway from Miramichi or Winterport. They're about the same distance from home, so it's about 3 hours either way to get to the drag strip. Might take it to one of those, do some testing, tuning, make sure it's going to work, and then on Memorial Day weekend, the end of May, take it down to the Vintage Drags in Oxford. Let her eat. Anyway, I'm going to let you go. It's Friday night. It's after 7. I want to get the heck out of here.